Have you ever opened your phone just for a second, and suddenly it's dark outside, 3 hours have disappeared, and you've somehow watched 27 videos of raccoons washing cotton candy? Yeah, same. Welcome to brain rot population. All of us. Now don't panic. Your brain isn't actually decomposing like a forgotten banana in your backpack. It's more like slipping into a long vacation it never asked for. Modern life has basically turned our attention spans into cheap Wi-Fi. Sometimes it works, sometimes it freezes, sometimes it just decides it's tired and quits. Everywhere you look, apps are fighting to shove content into your face faster than your brain can process it. TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, even LinkedIn is trying to be cool now. And at first, it feels incredible. Micro dopamine hits, 5-second jokes, people running in Minecraft while explaining taxes, pure digital espresso. But after a while, you notice something weird. You can't think, you can't focus. You open your phone every 12 seconds like it owes you money. And when you try to read a paragraph, your brain goes, yeah, no. Here's the twist, though. Your brain is not broken. It's just out of shape, like a muscle that hasn't lifted anything heavier than a YouTube thumbnail in months. Brain rot isn't permanent. It's not damage. It's simply your brain adapting a little too well to the path of least resistance. And if your brain can adapt into mush, it can also adapt back out. So, let's fix it. First, let's address the elephant in the room, or rather, the neon-colored, algorithm-powered elephant dancing on your For You page. Most people believe brain rot comes from TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, or whatever new platform is trying to steal your attention today. And sure, these apps help rot your brain. They're basically dopamine slot machines in your pocket. But here's the twist. They're not the cause. They're the symptom. The real cause of brain rot is something far sneakier. Passive mode. Passive mode is when your brain goes, hey, you want entertainment? Great. I'll just turn off critical thinking, motivation, and ambition. Let me know when you're done scrolling through a guy peeling soap for 45 minutes. In passive mode, you don't choose what to watch, you just react. Scroll, 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 like a raccoon tapping a shiny button. You're not broken. You're just running on autopilot. And the scary part? Your brain loves autopilot. It's easy. No effort, no decisions, just vibes. The more time you spend in passive mode, the more your brain adapts to it. It stops craving challenge. It stops generating ideas. It stops being curious. It becomes extremely good at, well, nothing. But here's the good news. If passive mode caused brain rot, then the cure is simply flipping the switch. And that switch? That's called active mode. This is basically the mental equivalent of sitting up straight instead of slumping over like a sad croissant. Think of your brain as having two modes. One, passive mode. Your brain is lying on a metaphorical couch, wearing sweatpants, inhaling dopamine snacks. This is the mode where you scroll endlessly, blink twice, and suddenly it's Tuesday. Two, active mode. Your brain is awake, alert, and functioning like a real human being with thoughts, goals, and maybe even a to-do list. This mode gets things done. This mode remembers where your keys are. This mode pays taxes on time. So how do you flip the switch? Start with the first 30 minutes of your day. Most people wake up, grab their phone, and immediately dive headfirst into a digital whirlpool of noises, flashing colors, and people lip-syncing to audio clips from 2014. Instant passive mode. But if you wake up and just exist, make coffee, stare out the window, breathe air like a Victorian poet, your brain goes, oh, are we thinking today? Are we alive? And that tiny moment of consciousness sets the tone for the rest of the day. Active mode isn't about perfection, it's about intention. And once you know how to activate it, brain rot doesn't stand a chance. Now let's rebuild your brain for real, for real. All right, people, so here's the part where it all comes together. You've identified the brain rot. You've exposed passive mode as the true villain. You've learned how to flip the switch into active mode. Now the big question. How do you rebuild your brain so it stops feeling like a half-charged iPhone from 2012? The good news is, your brain is insanely good at healing, once you stop drowning it in digital junk food. Let's start with the basics. Number 1, move your body. No, you don't need to train like a Marvel superhero. Just walk, stretch, touch grass. Lift something that isn't your phone. Physical activity literally forces your brain into active mode because your body is actually doing human things again. Number 2, make your phone boring. Delete the dopamine slot machines, turn off 99% of notifications. Your brain can't recover if it's being yanked back into passive mode every 8 seconds because Adobe PDF scanner wants attention. Number 3, do one thing every day that requires effort. Read 2 pages, cook something, clean your room for 5 minutes. These micro actions retrain your brain to tolerate and eventually enjoy an effort again. And number 4, which is the best part. Once you spend even slightly more time in active mode than passive mode, your brain begins recharging automatically. Thinking gets easier. Focusing gets smoother. Suddenly you're making decisions instead of reacting to impulses. Brain rot isn't a life sentence, it's just a phase, and you're already climbing out of it. Welcome back to being a functioning human. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Return to your life now.